Treslúce La Flor de Mexico. Yes, this is by Becky G, guys. And if you don't know, it has a detachable mirror, right? If you guys don't know who Becky G is, she is a Latin artist. She is American, but her parents are from Mexico, I believe.
Here is a close-up. You see the mirror? And then it comes off like this with the message underneath. Right? Look at the colors. Highlighters. Look at this stub liquid. Eyeshadows. And the packaging is so cute, especially with this like bright yellow. Just gorgeous. So you can see it's a vegan, cruelty-free. It has blue agave. Like, wow.
I could be mistaken. They could be like first generation Americans. Anyways, the roots are Latino, right? And so they made this palette. She made this palette, not they made this palette. She made this palette that represents the Latin culture, right? When I looked at it, I've been wanting this palette for a good minute, but I've been kind of like hesitant to buy it because they look like more warm colors, and you guys know I love cool colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and do an eyeshadow look for you guys. I'm gonna review a few other things, like I have her eyeshadow palette, I have her glow highlighters, and I did get her liquid eyeshadows. Look at this, like, woo. Like, you can't just, I don't even wear blue in my eyes, and this was so beautiful. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get it, I need to try it, and that's why I got it, to try it for you guys. So I'm going to review all of this stuff. Yes, my Spanish is not all that great, so if I don't pronounce the names correctly, don't call me out in the comment section. But you know what? I love this detachable. I love that she is really like sharing like her culture, my culture, in a palette, you know, with what it says, what it represents. You know what? Like, I love it. I love it. I really love it. So do I love the palette though? Do I love this? I'll let you guys know at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and just roll on over that video right now. I'm so happy because my eyeshadows came in. Yes, it's like como la flor, because that's what it reminds me of. For some reason, this palette, the name of it, it says La Flor de Mexico, reminds me of Selena. And if you guys don't know who Selena is, this is Selena. If you are Latina, you obviously know who Selena is. But that is what it reminds me of. Am I excited? Should you be excited? Yeah, I think so. So, what the heck is going on with my hair? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Wow. All I'm going to say is I'm really glad that it performed like I was hoping it was going to. The palette, just the detachable mirror, and this thing is so lightweight. I really didn't think that I was going to use it because I don't use a palette mirror most of the time. I get my own mirror. This is so lightweight. It is just amazing. Like, you can get super close in. You can see the back is really pretty. You see the back there, and it comes with this little message. See, it just snaps right back in place in there. Boom. Like, it's so easy, you know, to like clip back on, right? It's like, I love. This is the eyeshadow look I'm going to do really quick for you guys. If you don't want to watch the eyeshadow look, just go ahead and forward past that and watch the rest of the review. I'm going to take Morning Glory in the crease area. Now, one thing I'm going to say is that when I saw this palette online, I thought like, I so love Becky G. I love her music. Actually, more than her music, more than everything else, her makeup line, I love her personality. I think that she's very down to earth and that she's very kind. And I love people like that. Just look kind of, I mean, similar to how Lady Gaga is, how you see her like just with kindness, you know, helping the elderly, being kind to children. So I love Becky G. But when I saw this palette, I was like, I typically don't go towards warm shades. By the way, that was Morning Glory. I'm now going to take Flower de Mayo. Flower de Mayo. Mayo. Why do I say Mayo? Flower de Mayo. Flower of May. And I'm going to put it right here. What I was saying is when I saw this palette, I thought, oh, I love her so much. I want to support her palette. I want to support her makeup. But it was it was more of a palette that looked more warm. And I love my cool tones, right? So I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to order the palette, because I love her that much. And when I like an artist, or when I'm really think somebody's a good person, I want to support their brand, and that's what I think of Becky G. So, by the way, this is a nopal, which means cactus in Spanish. You can just see, isn't it gorgeous? Anyways, when I got the palette home at the house, I looked at it and I was like, well, I don't know, a few of these don't look as warm. And then I started messing around with them, and you can see that it has more warm tones, but it also has some cool tones. Like, I would actually say the one in my crease could be cool or warm tone. It's just like, it's that perfect in between. And then the green, it's just, I think it's a really good palette, and the way that they're performing is really good. I'm also going to take Boxy Flora. I have no idea. I know Flora means flower, but Boxy Flora? I don't know. Anyways, so you see I did that right there into the center. I'm just going to blend it with my fingers to kind of blend into that other color. And I'm going to take the dark Boxy Flora on the edge. Anyways, you can see that I am a neutral skin tone, but I typically like to wear more cool tones. They're just easier. They're not for me. I just like how cool tones look better on my skin. I think they look better on my skin, but this, look at that. Like, wow. So honestly, I would say that I would recommend this palette. I'm going to do the swatches at the end of the video, but can we just admire that? That just is so beautiful. If you feel like you have too much of a harsh line, you can always just take a nice fluffy brush with no product and kind of just go on the edges. That is a trick that I like to do. You can see it will just soften the edges. Now I'm going to take Yucca Flor, something flower again, or Flor. I don't know. Maybe my Spanish is that bad that I'm saying it totally, that I'm thinking it means flower, but Yucca Flor, I don't know. Anyways, and then we're going to just put this right here underneath the eyebrow. I'm going to put on some liquid liner and mascara, some lashes. I'll be right back. So we have the Treslúce Beauty Lucette Glow, right? That's what it says, Lucette Glow. This is what the highlighters look like. It comes with a mirror. Oh, is this detachable too? Let me see. Wow, the mirror's detachable as well. Wow. So from what I've seen online, I didn't know, nobody really shows the highlighter, and that the highlighter mirror is detachable. But wow, this collection I'm starting to love so much, because this little mirror makes the biggest difference. Okay, so let's go ahead and just swatch the highlighters really quick and see which one. I can tell you that dark one's way too dark for me, but I could use it as an eyeshadow. So we have the colors right here. We're going to swatch. Oh, they're pretty. They're pretty. I think that actually I could use all of the colors. I think I could use all of those colors for a highlighter. Wow. Because the one that was dark, that I thought was dark, this one, look at this. So it's more like a peachy. That has a lot of peach undertones. And this has, wow, like a peach gold. It's so gorgeous. And just to prove you guys that, I mean, I know it looks really dark for my skin, we're going to go ahead and dive into this one called Valor. Okay, so I have it right here. That looks like a lot, so I'm going to pat a little bit off. We're going to see what it looks like on this cheek. Kind of blends in with my blush. It's not super bright on my skin, but it gives that bam bam of color. It's not bright because it is one of the darker shades. So let me do the gold, the upgrade right here on this side, the other side. Get these rollers out of the way. You can see it right there. I'm gonna put a little bit on top of this one. You can see it. There you go. I'm gonna take a little bit of the gold on my finger and I'm gonna dab it right here on my bridge. I think we're gonna finish the lips off with Peachy by, smells good too, by Maybelline Vinyl. This stuff won't come off your lips all day long. I'm going to show you my friend who tried it for the first time as well. Okay, so it is early in the morning.
Actually, it's 1 o'clock.
Well, sorry. It's 1 p.m. and we just woke up. This is my longest friend, Barbara. Mind you, we don't have any, well, actually, sorry. She has makeup on.
I slept in it.
Uh-huh.
I'm on vacation.
We went to go see Chris Angel, but she slept in her lipstick and her makeup. And what were you saying about the lipstick?
It's still on and it's still glossy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it. And I had a burger.
That's true. You had a burger,
Like
fries.
I bit into a burger and it's still on my lips.
And a milkshake.
And I just had coffee
and look at that.
There's nothing on my coffee mug.
And 2 tacos.
Yeah. They're gone, I show you though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what were you saying about the lipstick?
Ooh. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you guys. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Maybelline Vinyl Lip.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Get you some.
While it's nice and creamy, you can put a lip liner to kind of fade it into like an ombre. See, just give it a little bit more depth. This sucker will stay on all day. My friend was completely blown out of the water when she tried it on. Let's go ahead and just pop them out. See how easily they just fall out? Okay, so this is what the curls look like. Wow, they made my hair look short, right? I'm gonna go ahead and break up the curl. Then we're gonna use this Bedhead Masterpiece hairspray. But let's go ahead and break them up so you can see what they look like. I will post all the links down below to everything that I'm reviewing. But if you're looking for really good curls, please check out. If you're looking like to get similar curls, check out these hot rollers down below. I will put the Amazon link and a direct website link if I can find one. Look at this, just like these are amazing curls, and it looks like I got some foundation or my gray is coming in, so let me color that real quick. Still to this day, my favorite, L'Oreal Magic Root Precision, right? It's just a brush, you just twist it up, and then check it out. You just go in, you see where it's all like lighter? Okay, so I'm gonna spray it. Make sure that you separate the curl like that so it gets all in there. What do you guys think? Too much? What do you guys think of the curls? Look at the curls. Big, beautiful, bouncy curls. So I'm gonna put my jewelry on. I'll be right back and tell you what I think and do the swatches. Okay, so what do you guys think of the overall makeup look? Now I'm gonna swatch her eyeshadow palette, but I'm gonna try these on in a different video. These are the Forever Brilliant Metallic Liquid Eyeshadows, right? So I got 2 colors. This is the Amethyst, and you can just see, yeah, when I saw that it was purple, I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm getting ready here at the Virgin Hotel and Casino, and I totally forgot to bring a brush for my eyeshadows, and so I'm using my finger here with this eyeshadow palette that I just showed you guys. And believe it or not, look at this, like how easy they go on.
and how they blend so well with my finger, which I am totally impressed with this. But this is what we're really gonna try out, the liquid eyeshadows. I mean, look at that. Isn't that awesome? That just goes on so lovely. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do the blue on the outer portion of my eye right here. Just dab a little bit because, oh wow, that is super beautiful and bright. I will say the texture feels different than other liquid shadows because, I don't know, to me as I'm putting it on the eye, it almost feels like it's kind of gliding like a gel, which is nice. Wow, look how my finger, bam, wow, that was so lovely. You know what, I want to put it on my hand here and actually squish it to feel what it feels like. It feels like a gel. Totally different consistency than most of the liquid eyeshadows we've used. It almost has like a bounce and a cush to it, which is nice. And it does not dry too quickly. The purple is nice. I think it has just a little bit more transparency. See, I got a good amount right there. It's actually really cute together, these colors. Just take some dark eyeshadow on my finger and kind of deepen this corner if I can. Okay, so I'm right in front of the windows right here. This is the best that I could do, right? It's really pretty. The colors are really pretty. Best I could do with my hands and the little amount of makeup I have. I'm gonna go home and put my lashes on and get the rest of my makeup. But when I put it on the back of my hand, when I swatched it, and then I went to go wash my hands, it did not, this blue did not want to come off my hands, like 100%. This was soap and water and it didn't want to come off my hands. The back of my hand. So I kind of scrubbed it a little bit, then it came off. But I'm really thinking, because of that, this is gonna act as an eyeshadow primer. And almost 100% of the time, my shadows will totally crease because I produce oil in my eyes. And the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion has worked for me for years. There's no transition from my finger, from my eye to my finger. You can see that. Look. Like, they're really, really cute. But I think it's going to act as an eyeshadow primer. We're going to cross our fingers because literally this is makeup on bare skin. But we will see. I'll see you guys outside in the light, and I thought I would turn it on real quick to show you guys. It doesn't look bad without my lashes and stuff, and the colors look really pretty considering I did them with my fingers. So I got home and I was like, oh, I'm going to finish my makeup and put my lashes on and everything. And then I got to cleaning the house. So we look at the eyeshadow. It has been on for 12 hours and it has not creased. It has not transferred. I mean, when I do that, when I do like this, there's tiny, tiny little particles. But overall, look at this. Not even oily. I'm not oily. It acted like an eyeshadow primer. It stayed put. I'm like really impressed with this. I think the colors are pretty. So let's swatch it. Oh, wow. Okay, so let me kind of make it wider so you can see. Love, love, love purples. And this is the blue. It's called Aquamarine. Yeah, you know what? Typically, I don't wear blues in my eyes, but when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get it and I gotta try it. Because look at this. Isn't it just like beautiful? Bling, 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 bling. Beautiful. Look at that shine. So I'm going to probably try those together because I think they are such gorgeous pigmented colors. But let's go ahead and swatch the eyeshadow palette. It has this beautiful little note inside of it. I will post that right here so you guys can read what it says. But so far, I love this. So we're just going to go
boom, 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 swatch really quick and let you guys know what we think. We got 3 rows, so it's going to take about 4 swatches. Boom, 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 boom. Look at the bling on that. Well, maybe we'll just do 3 rows. There we go. Because there's 6 shades in each. That's the one that I put under the eyebrow. It doesn't show up on my skin because it's a similar skin color. Anyways, there's 6 in each row. There's 3 rows. So 6 times 3 is 18. Boom, 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 boom. And then the Flower de Mayo. The one that I put on the eyes. Last swatch. Boom, 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 boom. The last color, Dahlia. I mean, come on. Like, do you see any of these, like, not pigmented? Wow. I will honestly, truly say, this is an awesome palette. Love it. I'm not just saying that because I love Becky G. I mean, she is a Latina that represents America and Mexico. And I love that. She is diverse. You know, she is such a great person. And she made such an amazing palette. Yes, I wish there were more cool tones, but there were enough that I actually loved it. The colors that I chose in this palette look great on my skin. They are warm, as you can see, but they're not like too warm. There are some that are obviously deeper, like this orange and these like reds, but I think it looks good and it's universal for any skin tone, light, dark, medium. Beautiful. In fact, this mirror is just amazing. Okay, so let's grab the highlighters. I love that this mirror comes off, right? Amazing. Let's go ahead and swatch all of these on the arm one more time. Now, what do I think of the highlighters? Well, let's swatch them and then I'll let you know and I'll compare them to my favorite ones. So we're gonna go right here on the arm. We're gonna go bam, 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 and bam. You guys can see that, right? I'm just gonna work them into the skin a little bit because that's how I typically wear my highlighters. And then we're gonna compare it with my favorite, which this is a pressed highlighter, just like these are. This is the Tarte Exposed Light, right? So I'm gonna swatch this right next to it. You see my swatch? There we go. Now, if I'm looking at it, I would say that I don't particularly like the highlighters. And I love Becky G, so I'm giving it to you guys real. I'm not just biased. I'm going to give you the honest truth. The highlighters are not my favorite. And the reason that I wanted to swatch this one right here by Tarte is because I don't know if you notice, but her highlighters, they're not as finely milled. So they kind of sit on top of the skin, accentuating my wrinkles. You see the wrinkles in my hand? And then you come over here and you look at this one right here, the Tarte, and it's so much more finely milled that it goes into those lines, almost feeling them, making it look like it's more the skin versus like sitting on top. Are they beautiful colors? Yes. Can I use them for eyeshadows? Completely and totally. But as far as a highlighter, these are not my favorite. I do love the detachable mirror. I will use them as eyeshadows. Other than that, 1 to a 10, what did I give this Tresluce La Flor de Mexico palette? Honestly, truly, and I'm not exaggerating, I gave this a solid 8.5, maybe even 9, because everything performed super well. The only reason I don't give it like a perfect 10 because it's missing an essential color that everybody needs or most people use, and that would be black. I think that if an eyeshadow has black, then it has every color. A lot of people use the black for to deepen actually for liner. I use it for eyeliner, but a lot of people use black eyeshadow to deepen colors, yada yada. Every single color performed very well. Do I love everything in here? Actually, yes. And the only reason I gave it like an 8.5 and 9 is because it's really nice to get an eyeshadow palette that you can take your brush on the shimmers and not have to use your finger. But I'm saying like, actually like 75% of eyeshadow palettes, you have to use your fingers on these shimmers and stuff. And it's nice to find one. I mean, just look how gorgeous, just freaking gorgeous. It's nice to find one occasionally that you can use a brush on and it really comes out as pigmented. But honestly, I'm leaning more towards 9 than 8.5. Overall, I love this. Overall, like beautiful. The lipstick, this one, guys, I know it's not by Becky G. It's Vinyl Superstay Vinyl Ink. Freaking amazing. Super goof. Freaking amazing. Do you notice? Look at it. Look at my forehead. Like, do you see the glow that it leaves behind? The curls, the hot rollers. I was so tired last night that I actually fell asleep face planted in my pillow with all my makeup on. And for it to still be on, I mean, obviously it's not perfect and obviously some of it rubbed off, but look at how much is still on my eyes. Isn't that awesome? I think it's awesome. If I would have slept on my back, my makeup would have looked perfect. I love this palette. I hope you guys love the palette and the eyeshadow, the liquid eyeshadows. I think Becky G did a really good job with the overall makeup, except the highlighters. The highlighters I just wasn't into. Like I said, they more lay on top of the skin instead of blending into the skin. And that's just my personal preference. You might like a highlighter that just looks more on top of the skin versus like melted into the skin. But I liked pretty much everything besides that. And the highlighters were even good because you can use them as eyeshadows. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please hit that thumb. Oh yeah, I look like heck. What a way to close a video. I just want to show you guys the eyeshadow though. Anyways, we're keeping it real. Love you guys. Love yourself. Love God. God loves you. And you know what? Walk a righteous path. That's all I'm going to say, you know. When you do the right thing, it might not be that thing that everybody else is doing. But when you own yourself and you walk with God and you walk that righteous path, you have blessings that come and you have eternal life to look forward to. Anyways, yeah, I'm getting deep this morning, but that's what was my message for today. Let's go ahead and just roll on over to the quote of the day. I love you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. I'm Christina Marie. I'm out. Bye.